Shocker! Shocker! You can't escape me! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth!
So, at the time of me making this video, the trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home was released pretty recently, and I'm pretty high-key fucking hype. Cause it looks fucking sweet. What I'm not excited for is all the goddamn discourse I'm inevitably gonna have to sit through no matter how many words I mute on Twitter. And guys, I'm not ready. I'm so not ready for this. Talking about Spider-Man on the internet is a dangerous game. Any sort of discussion about it is inevitably gonna erupt into intense, aggressive arguments. Hell, you probably don't even need to actually say anything about Spider-Man. Just me saying the word Spider-Man is probably enough to make someone's blood boil, make their skin turn bright red, start gritting their teeth, their eyes go bloodshot, and a giant purple vein starts popping out of their forehead, all in a fit of pure rage. I already know I'm gonna hate reading this comment section. I've just accepted it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Spider-Man fandom, but holy shit, is it just fucking headache-inducing. Like, you think the fandom for your favorite thing is nothing but arguing? Well, is your favorite thing Spider-Man? Cause if not, then I'm gonna need you to shut your whore mouth. I spit everywhere. Alright. Because the Spider-Man fandom is it's literally nothing but arguing. It's literally nothing but arguing. Even when someone is just stating an opinion without any need to argue, they feel the need to say it with such a combative tone. It's always, my favorite version of Spider-Man is better than your favorite version of Spider-Man. Your favorite version of Spider-Man is totally invalid as a product, specifically because it isn't my favorite version. Every single opinion is a hot take. Hell, even I do it in this video, and I'm not proud of it. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm sorry. Now, I like to think that Spider-Man is a pretty simple character to get right. There's two rules you have to follow. You make him responsible, and you make him relatable. That's it. You get that, and you're golden. You can do pretty much whatever you want at that point. And that's part of what makes Spider-Man so cool. He's versatile. You can tell a lot of different types of stories with him. You want something dark and philosophical? Bam! You got it. You want something bright, fun, bouncy? Bam! You got it. You want something dramatic and heartbreaking? Bam! You got it. You want something that's whatever the hell this thing is?
Spider Spring!
You got it, I guess. Spider-Man is a character you can do a hell of a lot of things with. But I guess I'm the only person who thinks that, since every other fucking Spider-Man fan seems to think that Spider-Man can only be one hyper-specific thing. And if you're thinking that they can even agree on what that hyper-specific thing even is, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, seriously. The entire fan base is less like an actual fan base, and more like an endless battle royale, where the prize for winning is having your one true version of Spider-Man be the correct one, with all other versions being forever invalidated. And I guess with that, I should probably start talking about MCU Spider-Man. Listen. I really like MCU Spider-Man. Really, I think this version of Spider-Man is fucking awesome. Far From Home is an incredible movie, and it's one of the best Spider-Man movies ever. I said it. I mean, like I said, I already know the comments are gonna suck. I'm embracing it. Now, I could sit here looking at bad MCU Spider-Man takes and talking about how shit they are, but that's not what I'm here to do. Right now, I just want to look at the idea that MCU Spider-Man apparently isn't Spider-Man at all. Like, really? Now, if you just don't like MCU Spider-Man, then whatever, I don't care, you're fine. What gets to me is the idea that it's straight up not Spider-Man at all. Like, I get it, some people just don't like it, but not Spider-Man? Like, at all? Really? Not at all. Jeez. Tough crowd. Personally, as someone who doesn't have super strict rules about Spider-Man and really enjoys the versatility of the character, I think these movies are awesome. Sure, they're not strictly one-to-one from the comics, but I like the fact that they're different. But so many people say that it doesn't even count as Spider-Man at all because it doesn't fit their hyper-specific guidelines. Now, some of you might just think that I'm an MCU fanboy, and that I'm just angry because people are making fun of something I like. And that would be correct. Please stop making fun of these movies, I'm just a little goblin. Another thing that bothers me is that people seem to assume that just because you love the MCU movies, that means you automatically hate the Raimi movies, and vice versa. Yeah, motherfucker, as if I hate the Raimi movies. What are you, fucking retarded? Look, I'm not picky. I love all 2 out of 3 versions of this character. The Raimi movies are lightning in a bottle. They're iconic. They're classic. They're some of the most beloved superhero movies ever made. But this video is about the fandom, and the fandom is fucking trash. Raimi fans especially seem to be convinced that their version of Spider-Man is the definitive one, to the point where they treat it like their Bible, as if Sam Raimi himself invented Spider-Man in the year 2002, even though he didn't. Now you're probably thinking that just cause I gassed up the MCU movies and said the Raimi fans were shit, that must mean I'm gonna start saying the fans of the MCU movies are A-okay, right? Wrong, motherfucker! All corners of this fan base can go fuck themselves. The fans of the MCU Spider-Man are basically just your average Twitter stan culture, aka God's mistake, just applied to Spider-Man. And it's exactly as cringe as it sounds. You even got some of these videos. You know, these. Yeah, I fucking hate these videos. They make me wish I was never born. But look, no matter what your favorite version of Spider-Man is, you can probably agree with me when I say that the constant arguing about which version is better is getting pretty goddamn old. Spider-Man is one of my favorite characters ever, and he has been since I was a child. Like, the first Raimi movie came out like the year after I was born. Like, he's basically been around my entire life. But this fandom is genuinely tiring to be a part of, because nobody can seem to just chill the fuck out. Sure, you'll occasionally get some piece of Spider-Man media that the fandom can generally agree is pretty good, but most of the time it's just I could sit here trying to bullshit some message about accept other people's opinions or some dumb shit like that, but honestly, fuck that. The message of the video is that all you people are annoying as fuck. Pull your goddamn head out your ass. I don't even care which version of Spider-Man is your favorite, just shut the fuck up. The message of this video is to stop talking. If you're wondering how I feel about the No Way Home trailer, I'm pretty goddamn hyped. The setup has so much potential, and I can't wait to see how they execute it. That new black suit looks pretty cool, and the idea of seeing Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin again after all these years just gets me excited. But I must reiterate, the constant complaining and yelling contests I'm gonna have to sit through once it comes out are going to be highly damaging to my weak little gremlin brain. I don't think I can make it through this one, guys. If I go crazy at some point, just fucking put me out, man. Anyway, No Way Home is hype, Raimi Spidey and MCU Spidey are both valid, and remember, go fuck yourself.